Welcome back, table tennis fans. You're watching the 2015 European Table Tennis Championships. Coming to you live from Ekaterinburg in Russia. The previous matchup saw Tetiana Bilenko of Ukraine lose out to Elizabeta Samara of Romania in the women's singles category. This one will see Jie LI of the Netherlands take on Carole GRUNDISCH of France. Third round here in the women's singles. Li is ranked 4th in her category, and GRUNDISCH is ranked 29th. And things are heating up in the women's singles as we're getting closer and closer to the final. Li is one of the 4 runners of this tournament, and that's her serving. And off to a good start for the Dutch player. Another good serve sees her go up by 2. It'll be GRUNDISCH's turn to serve. Well delivered forehand stroke by GRUNDISCH there to the backhand of her opponent for the point. That's her in blue serving. Another well struck stroke down the middle into the body of her opponent this time around, mixing it up a bit. We're tied at 2. A lot of back spin there on that backhand stroke by Li. Difficult to deal with for GRUNDISCH. Not quite on target there with the forehand stroke, and Li is up by 2, leading 5-3. A lot of power and pace in that forehand by Li, extending her lead. A defensive game this time around by Li. Sees her forcing her opponent to make the mistake. And she has an extensive lead. Well placed forehand. by Grundisch there. No way Lee was going to be able to cover the ground to get there in time. Point goes her way. She's serving. Bad serve. Sees her gifting her opponent the point. Another well-struck forehand to the far edge of the table by Grundisch. She's been doing that well so far. And Lee edging in on playing for game point. Still the first game, both these players feeling each other out and trying to understand each other's style. Well done by Lee there, mixing it up with the backhands and the forehands. And she'll be playing for game point to make it 1-0. That's her serving. And there you have it. Lee takes the first game, 11-6. Still the opening moments in this matchup. And we have a lot of table tennis to come our way between these two. They'll return after this brief consultation with their coaches. And we're back. Let's see if Grundisch can force her way back into this. It's a good start for the French player. That's her serving. Well-placed stroke there by Lee to the far corner. Just smashed that one for the point. It's Grundisch this time coming at Lee with that forehand topspin stroke. 1-1. Floats wide there, doesn't quite go her way. Lee will get the point. Quick towel break. Players working up a sweat. Lee in the lead 4-2. That's her serving. The thought was there, but the execution not quite going her way. She gets stuck at net, and it's 4-3. Well played by Grundisch there, forcing the game to Lee and tying it. That'll be her serving in search of the lead. Another well-placed forehand stroke, struck with a lot of venom there to put her into the lead. Grundisch on the offensive. And it's working in her favor, forcing Lee away from the table. Let's see if she can keep up. After a good display in the first game, things not quite going her way for Lee of Holland. As I stated earlier, she is ranked fourth in the women's singles category. Grundisch is ranked 29th. Smashes that one for the point, and perhaps trying to make a statement. Trying to hack away at the deficit, down by 2. The backhand flick not quite going her way, can't usher it over the net, and Grundisch is edging in on playing for game point to tie this one at 1-all. Well struck forehand stroke by Grundisch. Though it is off target, he gets the point. You can see the determination on Grundisch's face. There'll be a timeout called. Grundisch's coach wants to talk things over with her to ensure that she wins this one and she doesn't go down 2-0. She seems to have received the right coaching. Grundisch will be playing for game point. It'll be a significant one as she's down 1-0. That's a let. She'll serve once more. Lee of Holland. A bit too overzealous there. Gets stuck at net. It's 10-9. Well done by Lee. Being forced away from the table, she had to cover some ground there and run back towards it to strike that one. We're tied at 10. Grundisch has lost her advantage. And it'll be Lee now playing for game point to make it 2-0. And she's done it. Was more difficult than the first game, but she's managed to come out on top, even though it went into extension, and it's 2-0 for the player from the Netherlands. Grundisch finds herself backed into a corner. Let's see if she'll be able to dig herself out. She will have to win this next one. We're watching the 2015 European Table Tennis Championships coming to you live from Ekaterinburg, Russia. Still in the early stages of the women's singles. This is the third round. Jie LI of Holland up 2-0. And that's her serving. Gets the first point. Best of 7. Can't quite chop that one back to her liking. It'll be Carole GRUNDISCH serving. Well placed forehand stroke by GRUNDISCH there. To the far edge, and that's her serving again. And it's a tied game once more. Great rally that was, with both players giving it everything they got, but Li came out on top, and she's in the lead. Li mixing it up a bit there, playing both defensively and offensively. She won the first game 11-6, the second game 12-10. She's leading by 2 in this third game. That's her serving. Another point goes her way, extending her lead to 4. Things going as planned for Li so far. Can't quite usher that one over. Point goes Grundisch's way. She does not want to let Li win this one. It'll be 3-0 if Li does win it, and Grundisch will have quite a lot of ground to cover for a chance to get back into it. That's Li serving. Well placed forehand to the backhand of her opponent. She had to reach out for that. Not an easy stroke to counter. 8-5. He's still in the lead, and she has the serve advantage. Closing down the deficit, Carole GRUNDISCH of France. That's her serving. Well played by Li there. A lot of backspin in those chops. Edging in, I'm playing for game point. What a rally that was. A well-deserved point there for Carole GRUNDISCH. She really had to do some footwork to respond to those fast strokes sent her way by Li. Li still has the advantage though. Well placed backhand. Cheeky shot, she knows it. Deserved point, and she's playing for game point to make it 3-0. And she's done it. Wasn't easy this time around. A good performance by Grundisch, even though she did end up losing that. And it's 3-0 for the player from the Netherlands. Grundisch finds herself in quite the conundrum. See if she can dig her way back out of this, or if Lee will go on to the next round. Winner of this one will play winner of the matchup between Jie Li of Poland and Petrissa Solja of Germany in the next round. Just to sum up, Lee defeated Paskauskaine in the previous round of Lithuania, and Alina Nikitchenko of Belarus in the first round. Grundisch defeated Sabina Winter of Germany and Yulia Prokhorova of Russia to make it into the third round. That was a well-delivered forehand stroke there by Grundisch for the point to tie the game at 2-all. Bit overzealous there in the delivery. Couldn't quite finesse the stroke, and she finds herself down by 1. Can't quite usher that one on target as well. Carole GRUNDISCH of France. Down 3-0. In this fourth game, which could be decisive, she finds herself down by 2. Well placed forehand stroke by Grundisch for her 3rd point. Sorry, I think I saw that wrong. It wasn't well placed. So Li gets the point, extending her lead by 6. Good serve by Li. Moving in on playing for match point and game point. This will be her most extensive win so far if she wins this one and she manages to do it. There you have it. 11-2. And 4 games back to back for Jie Li. Sees her move on to the next round. Carole GRUNDISCH, on the other hand, is eliminated in the women's singles. So you're watching the 2015 European Table Tennis Championships coming to you live from Ekaterinburg, Russia. Stay tuned. An exciting matchup is coming our way next. It's Dmitry Ovcharov of Germany versus Liam Pitchford of England. This one saw Li move on to the next round, defeating her French opponent, Carole GRUNDISCH.